This is a box of tea ready to be wrapped as a Christmas present by Christopher Dean at Hometime. Who are you giving tea to?
My sister.
Right, lucky sister. Right.
Sorry, Jim, carry on.
I'm Jim Colson of Breakfast. Hello. The reason that we're here is because Christopher Dean has said he is the guru of Christmas wrapping, and I need you to prove that by showing the people at home.
That's fine. Now, obviously, Santa wraps presents. If I like to give another gift, try to be as good as Santa. It's not always possible, but sometimes it's worth trying. If you're going to wrap a present, you may as well wrap it properly. Now, what we have here is a box of PG Tips 240 pyramid tea bags. Other teas are available, for example, Tetley, Typhoo, Yorkshire tea.
And that one that tastes like chewing gum, peppermint tea.
Peppermint tea, but that's not a brand name, so that's fine. Right. It's very pleasant, it's very refreshing. Biggest mistake people make is using far too much paper. What I've got here, as you can see, it's a classic brown parcel paper. Some say that's boring. No, as I mentioned on the show the other day, Jim, it is a blank canvas for your creativity. I think it's got a classic touch to it, and I think it just looks special, it looks different, it looks lovely. So what you need to establish first of all is how much paper to use. Now there's a simple technique for that. Quite simply, if you just slice off the end of your paper and then wrap it round as a one-off strip, you know if you've got enough, and it's as simple as that. If you haven't, perhaps find a different shaped box. That's one that didn't work earlier. So we've got the box here. We need to establish exactly how much paper to use. Too much, as I say, and everything is ruined. Just fold it over. At the moment, some very uneven lines. We'll come to those in a bit.
I was going to say, you cut off a line to test it, and that leaves me with the fear that that's going to be a wonky line.
Don't worry. For goodness sake, don't worry. So we just get a rough idea, and I think that should be plenty there. Now the problem we've got is obviously there's a lot of excess at the ends. We can deal with that again soon. And we just very casually try not to cut, just slide it through. You will need some sharp scissors. Make sure an adult is helping you.
This is like Blue Peter, isn't it, quite a lot?
It is quite similar to Blue Peter. Pop that there, that's done with. Now the key to this, tape. Any tape? No. Double-sided tape. Stick it on
Woo, get you.
For that professional look. One-sided tape's fine, double-sided is the best.
So you don't see any tape. That's the idea, you don't see the sellotape.
In an ideal world, you don't know tape's been used.
Wow. Mine's full of sellotape. I just wrap it around, basically.
That doesn't surprise me, Jim. That doesn't surprise me at all. Now, you mentioned before about the unsmooth edge, and this is a line that I cut. It's not straight at all.
I'm worried about it.
That comes across.
I'm really concerned about it.
Don't be. For goodness sake, don't be. The first rule is not to panic. That's just the second rule. The first rule is get double-sided tape, and then don't panic.
Hope you're noting these rules down.
Because you've got double-sided tape. Quite simply, you create your own edge, don't you?
This is very clever.
You fold that along there, like that. Creasing it as you go. So what you got is your first edge. Nice and smooth. That is the edge you want on the exterior because that is a nice smooth edge. The other one, no thanks. Move it along so it's just at the top there. You want to bring this over so that it's going to meet
Meets on the corner of the box.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get across here.
And that's important because I don't know. I naturally go for a line along the centre. Is that wrong?
Is a line along the centre of the package wrong? Of course it's wrong, Jim. You go along the edge.
I see.
Now I know position the box in the correct place. Here it comes. Double-sided tape.
Double-sided sticky tape.
Nice big length of it. It's on the inside, so it doesn't matter. You can use as much as you want.
Although it is costly, isn't it? So you don't want to use too much.
It's about £1.50 more than your average tape.
All right.
I think it's the best £1.50 you'll ever spend.
Okay.
So on it goes. That holds down your nice, neat new edge. Just bring it up. That goes there, like that. Wallop.
Well, that's very neat.
Thank you. I'm writing a little, and it's slightly at an angle, but that's fine. That's easily dealt with. Now we come to the ends. Too much here. Far too much. You're dealing with too much paper. Not a problem. Chop some out. Okay.
That looks like a slapdash way of cutting.
It looks slapdash. It won't be. I'm going to take a seat here if that's okay.
It's all bendy and weird.
I know it's bendy and weird at this stage. Now, you fold down, creasing as you go. Creasing as you go. Okay. Okay.
So you're really neatening that edge up. I'm starting to appreciate the neat edge here. This one here, I like a lot.
Before you sellotape that down, other brands of tape are available. Do the other end. Far too much paper there again. Get rid.
So another seemingly wonky line, which is going to, I mean, make me
This
go,
is
oh.
what you're trying to avoid, is catching.
Oh.
You're asking for trouble. If you take down when it's catching there, you're on course for the worst Christmas ever.
Would it ruin Christmas?
Christmases have been ruined because of too much wrapping paper.
Mm.
So once again, we do repeat as we did the other end. Just as you go along. And this is why I like brown paper. It's so versatile.
Would you, if you were Jack and Jill, go and get some vinegar and brown paper to sort someone's head wound out if they'd fallen down the hill?
Yeah, I think I would.
Right. Would you fold it?
What?
Would you fold it like that, or would you just use it as it comes?
What, with the
head
vinegar?
wound? Yeah.
The head wound. I think, if I'm honest, despite being a trained first aider, I'd be in an element of panic, so I wouldn't have time to create any nice, neat edges.
Right, okay. Anyway, nursery rhymes, I think, sometimes talk a bit rubbish. This looks very neat at the moment.
It does, doesn't it? This is relatively critical. Have this on standby. Don't need these. These are sharp. Keep them out of the way. And you quite simply fold in, creasing as you go. Now, one of the other advantages of using brown paper is that there are no lines to have to match up.
Like with wallpaper.
Wallpaper, patterned wrapping paper, you're asking for trouble.
You know, I don't bother trying to match the pattern on
Well,
those
you
patterns.
are a mild OCD sufferer's worst nightmare, Jim. Please don't ever give me a gift.
It's little chance. Very little chance.
So, again, this seems too much paper. Not a problem. We can cut as we go. Now, I think you'll agree, this is starting to look divine.
It is.
Now,
It's very good. I'm very impressed. I did doubt you, I've got to say.
at the moment...
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Deal with it. Not a problem. You haven't seen this.
Oh, your bendy lines certainly work, don't they?
Some people would just pin that there like that.
Mm. No.
Not me, Jim. I'm going to do the same both ends. You find the V, the point of the V there, yeah? And that is where you create your line. Best bet, just bend it out first. Okay. And then bend it back again. And this is where you need your tape. If you find tape annoying, double-sided tape will probably really annoy you.
There's no unsticky side.
Exactly. On it goes. Up it goes. Cooey.
Boom, bang, a bang. Look at that.
Oh!
Christopher Dean.
This is a disaster.
For a mild OCD sufferer, that could be on You've Been Framed as a funny video when that happens. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Repeat the other end. Now again, too much paper. We'll come to that in a second. I'm rushing now because I appreciate people are probably thinking about turning off before something interesting happens. Fold as you go. Fold as you go.
Keep the sound on your computer, go and make a brew, because, I mean, it's pretty much, I imagine, the same as the last side. And
Yeah.
I'll exclaim when the whole thing's done and people can come in and see the finished article.
So again, same situation here. Too much paper.
Yeah.
Not a problem. We know what to do, don't we?
Scissors. Yeah. Scissors.
Curvy lines in the background hide a multitude of sins.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've always been taught.
Your sister is so lucky. She's not only getting tea bags for Christmas, she's getting tea bags wrapped beautifully in brown paper.
Okay, is that ready to go up? It is, but we've got the same thing. So, we find the V.
Even though you're rushing, you're still taking time to find that V. I like that. I appreciate that. Oh, that's come off again. You should have spent more than £1 extra on that tape.
Don't look at me.
There you go. Oh.
Well, what we have here is, whilst not perhaps the finished, complete article, it is the theory. I think you'll agree. It takes a bit more time over things. That is how you would like a parcel to be wrapped. Okay?
Christopher Dean, that's beautiful. And,
Thank you.
You would put like a gingham ribbon now.
And this is what I said before, it's a blank canvas. I choose gingham ribbon, that's kind of small and red and white check. It's nice, it's cute, it's a little bit cheeky. You can use string. Wool, for example. You can get many, many coloured wools. A silver, a red, a gold, a bit of all three, who knows? It's up to you, that's the beauty of this. There we are.
Chris, beautiful, thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.